on the search bar, Voice of the People 90.3, and you can see us streaming live. So anywhere in the world, you can be part of the conversation. You send your comment right on the YouTube page, and we'll definitely read it out here. You can also go to the website, www.voiceofthepeople.ng. You can watch us there as well, send your comments, and virtually be part of the conversation this morning. My name is Esther Wachuku, and what are we talking about on issues in the news today? We are looking at the current fuel queues being experienced across several filling stations in Lagos. Some filling stations are not dispensing the product, but you see vehicles queuing there just in case the supply arrives. We spoke earlier with one of the marketing managers at one of the NNPC filling stations in Lagos, and he actually adequately, based on how he could just express himself or what he knows about what is going on, said that it is all about supply and demand. He said supply is low and demand is high. And I asked him, what exactly does he mean? He says when they go to the depot, of course, they pay for the product. When they pay, sometimes it should take like 3 days for them to get the product supplied to their dispensing units. But recently they observed that sometimes it takes a week or 2 weeks before the product arrives at their filling station. Meanwhile, what they already have has gotten to a state of reserve, and that's when you see that there is already queues being experienced across several filling stations, and the demand becomes high. Meanwhile, the supply is low. Some filling stations do not even have. And like you had the barrister tell us initially, he said that most of these filling stations don't even know what exactly the problem is. And Garibadi, the NNPC spokesperson, has not come out to officially say anything. Ipman has also said the same thing, that they don't know what is going on, what is causing the shortage of supply, but that by today possibly we'll hear a response of what is, the situation on ground. And the barrister I have, via the telephone line this morning, who is actually intimating us on what is going on, is a senior advocate of Nigeria and a human rights defender. And I'm sure you must have heard him on several forums when he vehemently talks about the state of governance and the porosity, the lacuna being experienced. You hear him talk about a lot of these issues most times across several media forums. And he has actually been able to give us an explanation of what exactly the current state of the government is. But he mentioned something concerning the docility of the people. Barrister, back to you. I recall that in 2020, in fact, that was one of the reasons why we had the NSAS protest, where the people decided to ask their leaders questions, in as much as what promulgated the protest at the time was